Hey everybody, this is Jordan Chambly with Engage Magazine, joined by Wesley Wildman and Kevin McHann, and he is our guest today. Kevin has written a book. Wesley will introduce it later on, but it's concerning ministry, and I thought a good question would be to you, Kevin, how can young people who may be leaving college, starting to build a family, maybe there is a young family, but they want to join or start a ministry, what are some pitfalls they might need to know about? How can they prepare for that big move?
Sure. Well, everybody that wants to be in ministry, there's a zeal, there's a passion, there's a heart that just ignites it, fuels it, right? So as we want to get involved in ministry, there's just some, I will say some pitfalls, but
Right.
some concerns, right? We want to, some caution flags that go up every now and then. So especially those that may have families, may have children already, or at least thinking about a family. So as you do that, it's always important to realize that God gave you that family first. Our obviously our salvation is first. Serving
Right.
God is number one above everything else. Then your family comes into play. Ministry's third, right? But many people don't see it, perceive it. That zeal and passion drives them and kind of kicks things out of priority, and our priorities just get kind of out of whack. We
Right,
used to say
yeah.
"Callywonk," kind of like that. So, but in that process, time is very valuable. You don't get the time back. We were just discussing this a couple of days ago, that when you're involved in ministry, or today, let's just take today, whatever you do today, whatever I do today, whether I'm speaking to someone, whether I'm engaging myself in activity, planning, strategize, whatever it is, I don't get that time back. So what I invest my time into, not just spend it, but invest it, I expect a great return from it. So whatever I put my time to, invest my time, I have to be cautious and careful, because I love the fact and how God uses principles of what He's created to teach us. So with that in mind, I think about tsunami, right? We have a tsunami, just a small little shift. You don't really see anything underwater, what happens, but across the ocean is catastrophe.
Right.
It's monumental measurement and what happens to that. So as decisions we make today, it may not seem like it does a lot at the moment. What decision we do, whether it's greeting someone, whether it's treating somebody kind, decision we're making, if we make it out of a knee-jerk reaction, we're not thinking through, we're not prioritizing where we are, then that ripple effect not only affects us, it affects our family, it affects another generation that's to come after that, because we instill those principles and those seeds in someone, just past us in our lifetime. So it really matters.
Right. So as in all things, being a good steward of what God's given us, and we don't know the outcome, but we can trust Him for that.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think you do touch on that in your book. And Wesley, do you want to talk about the book?
Yeah, I just want to highlight it's called, the name of the book is called The Pop-Up Pastor, and the subtitle, I just love it. It's Set Your Priorities and Save Your Sanity. Give us just a little bit tease us about the book. Don't give us everything, because we want people to go to afastore.net, and where else can what's your website?
Yeah, they can go to lulu.com, LULU.com, pick it
Okay.
up there. Yeah, just type in the pop-up pastor and it will actually pop up.
Yeah,
well,
and I
you
like
put
the
my
sound
name on
effect.
there.
Well done.
Yeah.
So tell us just briefly about it.
Sure. So the pop-up pastor really is a concept. It was kind of conceived because I realized in my younger years, I tried the exact same thing. I tried to be everywhere
I've been
for
there.
everybody
That's right.
all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
That's right.
It doesn't work, right?
Exactly.
So in that, seeing that, it caused a lot of heartache, a lot of problems, undeserved problems, and a lot of things that I was facing was simply because self-initiated. I mean, it was just my passion was there, my
That's
heart
it.
was there, but I wasn't doing the
Good
right,
intentions, good motives, yeah.
It's like Jethro and Moses, right?
Same
So
thing.
Moses, he wanted to hear everybody's case. He wanted to talk to everybody, give them a judgment. Here's what the problem is, and he couldn't do it. So Jethro
right.
comes in and goes, "Hey, what you're doing is honorable, but you really stink at it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's a good
let's
father-in-law.
straighten it up." Yeah, exactly.
So you need to set your priorities and save your sanity. You can get this book right here at afastore.net, and where else?
Lulu.com. Lulu.com.
Well, thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining us
Thank
on
you. Appreciate it.
engagemagazine.net, and check us out.